At the age of 28, I dove into the waters of Nelson Pond, drinking in the green trees, fresh cut grass, and sound of sheep in the distance. Playing John's bassoon sonata had filled my spirit with possibility. I embraced the blue sky and accepted the journey of God's call, baptizing myself into the unknown. I hadn't yet acknowledged my vocation as an expression of my faith in a risen, liberating Black womanist queer Christ. Hadn't yet read the academic text that expressed my deep theological knowing. Hadn't yet come out as a Christian to my colleagues and students. As an educator, leader, and soon-to-be priest, I needed to be ordained. I was already facilitating and supporting community by creating spaces of hospitality and care, focusing the energies of the privileged on the oppressed. And now, I have leaned into grace and imaginative surrender. I know that ministerial life is not limited to ritualistic expressions of empire. I have come to agree with my ordination deniers. They said, the ministry to which you feel called is not one priesthood would prepare you for. And I hope for a church that recognizes diverse expressions of leadership. Those of us who feel called to serve the edges are as valid as those who dress up in fancy clothes, recite ancient text, and conduct the familiar ceremony. I hope for a church where these are not dichotomous. I hope for a church where we can truly live into a priesthood of all believers, honoring in word and deed the expansion of the tent, radically welcoming new voices and speaking boldly against those who have forgotten that God is love. I believe that the divine is conspiring with us, with me, making us more whole, more loved, and more healed. There is nothing I can do to make God love me any more or any less. It is my embodied broken belovedness that answers God's call, for the Creator, pain bearer, and life giver lives in me as in you, inviting us all to wholeness.